like some of Dota sets, I think the best one I've seen lately is Blue Snapfire. That shit's crazy.
It's like funny ugly, you know? I love these sets that are like kind of on the verge of being ugly or bad, but they've got this funny, quirky.
Yeah, that's why you like me.
About them. Yeah. it's why I like you. It's why I like myself. You know, it's about self-reflection and self-love. You know, you're screwed up in the head or a bit funny looking. Yeah, it's all good, isn't it?
Squadix. Oh. Smoke broke. Does not want to place Observer Ward.
And Kiritich, Omni Knight, the carry down in the bottom lane. Crystal Maiden and Omni Knight, I mean, level 2 for them is really, really scary for the opposing offlane. Tons of burst damage, magic and pure could be coming the way of this Timbersaw and Lion. So you were saying Omni Knight has had a few changes over the past few patches, right? This repel has gone back to being debuff immunity. Still has that additional like strength and HP regen, which is nice. Hammer of Purity, we know, tons of pure damage coming out of the Omni Knight at a minor range. But Guardian Angel charges. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, 2 charges. Finally, the ability doesn't feel like it sucks. It's actually really good. You can pop it one more time on yourself if necessary. Ooh. It looked like Mira almost denied it, but Sayush did pick it up.
Yeah, I thought that was a deny as well. It must have been pretty close.
Yeah, we've seen that thing happening with active runes where it gets picked up and denied at the same time. Never seen it with bounty, though.
People are too quick with the bounty runes. They've been practicing. Too fast. Omeposhka and Disruptor. Eyeing up this top lane, seeing what's coming. 2 snowy beasts are here. A spooky bat. And this big old Yeti. Yataro's going to keep his wits about them in this lane. Quite a lot of damage can come very quickly. And Batrider, a very good hero at contesting pulls and irritating Miposhka. Does have the glimpse level 1 to drag him back, but the body block will arrive nonetheless. Maybe even a courier snipe if Sayush can get on top of the courier. Instead, just opting to hit Miposhka.
Very interesting from Yataro. He's keeping his HP at 800, sitting at only 45 damage. Missed a couple of creeps because of that. I guess level 1, he does not want to risk anything to be initiated on. But seeing that Primal Beast has Uproar, maybe it's time to switch back. Use some of that Agi. Okay, because he started with Adaptive Strike. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish. I was going to be like, yeah, he's Adaptive level 1. And let's go for that shift level 2. Down the bottom lane, Kiritich. Oh, stunned up, naded, and dead. Mirror and Collapse crack that level 2 just a little bit faster and get the kill. Super important one as well. Top lane.
Oh, they're still not done.
Getting dived as well. The Timber Chain forward. Another kill there for the Timbersaw. Really nice from Team Spirit in that bottom lane.
Sayush Courier dies. Things look really, really good for Team Spirit already. 1k gold lead. Yataro getting that Courier killed. And bottom lane, there's a lot of denies already.
Yeah, a really good start there. 12 and 2 Timbersaw. 10 and 1 Morphling. Kunkka, Pango trading evenly in the mid lane as one would expect. Omni Knight really the loser out of this early 3 minutes of laning. 6 and nothing. Needs to start catching up. And that was potentially a scary lane. Maiden and Omni Knight with a lot of burst damage, but yeah, it's level 2 hitting first. Always a key element in these lanes that offer a lot of control and burst damage.
Oof. They're almost level 3 right now. So that's going to be pretty massive. I could see Crystal Maiden just dying there. And Kiritich will put the second point in Purification. That's quite a lot of damage. 160. Big amount of heal. They want to secure Lotus Orb.
We'll grab it. F&G make sure Mira's kept at bay. Might have overstepped. Collapse doesn't want to go hunting. That's always a very difficult tightrope act you're doing here as a Crystal Maiden. You're slow. If you get out in the open, you're going to get caught. But here, turning and getting a lot of damage onto Collapse. Kiritich and F&G have spent the majority of their mana pool now to do a bit of trade damage there. All thanks to Lion, of course, with Mana Drain.
Couple of mangoes left on FNG. But Mira doing a good job. 2 points in mana drain. Collapse. Pretty healthy. Half HP. Oh my god, this is so annoying to play against.
Mana drain.
Mira,
Mana drain.
he's deeping mid.
Hey,
Trying to set things up.
Spike.
Wow.
Squad X. He's dead.
Nice call from Laurel. That's definitely him. He's like, he already used 2 of his abilities. I'm gonna X mark him. And Mira was also keeping distance, so didn't get bited by Frostbite. Crystal Maiden didn't have mana, but she could have used mangoes if she was close enough.
Yeah,
That's
3-0
big.
start.
It's big. Great start for Team Spirit.
Net worth lead for them. And playing from this dire side. Miposhka hiding in the trees. I've been hearing glimpse after glimpse, just trying to send Sayosha away from this lane as often as possible. Always going to keep eyes on this bottom lane. Yeah, I can see the twitching down to bottom. FNG was potentially out of position there. Mira and Collapse just going to pull back a touch. Wait for that next round. Very irritating to lane into a line like this. They've already got the pull into the large camp as well. So Kiritich and FNG completely out of mana once again, giving such a free lane to Collapse. All he's scared about are spells, right? So when you get rid of the mana, there's no spells. They do pop some heals there out of the stick and the mangoes. Kiritich, a good amount of damage, but immediately loses his entire mana pool again. Gets one more hammer out onto the Timber Saw, but Mira, really a pest in this bottom lane.
The question is, as a Crystal Maiden, I see 1 point in Arcane Aura. Do you want to have more mana so that more mana gets sucked from you, and dealt more damage, or do you want to be like without mana?
Yeah, it's like the quandary against Anti-Mage or Lion, I guess, in this case. Do you want to give them more damage and more annoyance or not? Oh, Miposhka, twin gate rotation.
Gets the kill, and this also leaves Yatoro alone in the top lane. Lanes are kind of crumbling for Virtus.pro. This bottom lane, they're not getting too much out of it. Mid lane, pretty even in terms of CS, but that one kill gave him advantage. And Mira was still thinking about maybe getting one more kill before Pango gets level 6, but seems like he's gonna be seen. Pango enjoying himself.
Mira gonna track back and find FNG. Miposh gonna come and join in as well. Glimpse him back in. FNG has another Frostbite here, but caught up in the kinetic field. Mana drain sucks her dry. And a bounty runner spawned here for the 2 supports to claim as well. Or even just to guard for the Kunkka, who is rotating down south now. Level 6 ready for Laurel. So if they can get in on top of Kiritich, that's going to be another death of the Omni Knight. Sad times for VP as they get dived on the tier 1 6 minutes in. X mark boat, catch out the Omni Knight. Level 4, Kiritich getting blasted by Collapse. Squadix is here with a Rolling Thunder, though, trying to turn the tides. Mira, Frostbitten, caught out.
They need those kills.
They do take one down, but can they find secondary targets? Laurel and Collapse, the help of the Glimpse, pushing them back. VP held at bay. Another Frostbite, Torrent gonna miss. Squadix keeps on going forward, but they do not have enough for Laurel. They do have the swash for Collapse and that killing spree taken.
Nice move from Squadix. He needs to be the one fixing those lanes. A nice TP rotation. Maybe if Omni has a point in Repel, but Kiritich, yeah, he's really struggling. Will refill his bottle. Will act as a position 5. You know, do something good, because he's not having a good time. 0-3 and 0. Needs to catch up.
Yes, Omni Knight's one of those kind of laning heroes as well, right? He's not going to go and farm stacks in the jungle. Doesn't have any innate cleave. He's all about this Echo Saber shard build off the back of a good laning stage. So the struggles here could be compounded as he gets glimpsed again into the waiting arms of Collapse. The machine of war ticking over for Team Spirit here and really keeping Kiritich under their boot.
Squadix is still here.
Good rotation. Yeah, I mean, a rotation is still here. You're right. Just moves back into the bottom lane.
Ooh. He found a big neutral item. Pango with Lance of Pursuit from behind. You're getting slowed. You're getting extra damage from every single swashbuckle. So that's pretty good. Problem is, like, supports are also not having a good time, so they need to play with Squadix. You can see Sayush trying to collect some XP mid. Who's going to get the rune?
Oh, the Earth Spike was good. Boat and X-Mark coming. Noticed arrives and tries to blow up Mira. Glimpse not quite quick enough.
They're fine with that trade. Notice can get out of trouble. Squadix needs to pick up this rune. Miposhka tried to deny it. Might pay with his life now.
Looks like he probably will. This Lance of Pursuit causing problems for Team Spirit. Squadix keeps giving chase. Miposhka Throws one more Thunder Strike, but down he falls. Very much one of these games where, you know, focus is down bottom, into mid, guarding Kiritich, playing in towards collapse.
Look at
meanwhile,
the top. They're still in the game. Like, they just managed to get 2,000 gold almost away from Team Spirit. Squadix with some nice moves. Once he picks up that Diffusal Blade, there's going to be, you know, kill threat onto this Morphling. 2 swashbuckles, he's out of mana.
Yeah, the potential's there. We do see a lot of that burst damage finally from Kiritich and FNG. But Collapse, he's already level 6. Throws the Chakram at them, and that will keep them at bay. Stack starting to be built up on that left side of the map. Radiant building their triangle bank up as much as they can. Still a bit to go for Kiritich to get his first item, though. So vitally important for him to get that Echo Saber, Shard, Harpoon. That's when you line things up. You can actually you start playing the hero, right? Omni Knight, hard carry, very much item dependent.
He needs those items. It is a mean hero. Like, you can't protect yourself against what he does in the late game. Big stacks. That's why Sayush was slightly under level. He was not collecting XP, but suddenly he's level 6, getting some extra gold from that. So Notice will clean up the rest. Lasso online.
Did you say Omni Knight is a mean hero or a meme hero?
No, he's a mean hero.
I need not beg for scraps.
It can be a bit of both.
He deletes these heroes instantly. Like, supports, if it comes down to... There's no item that saves you from it.
No.
Blinks in on top of you, shard, double hit, Hammer of Purity, dead.
You need Eon Disc and Wind Waker. And as a support, I'll tell you now, that's going to take you a good 70-80 minutes to get to.
Team Spirit, they love to build one particular item, Lincoln Sphere. Maybe that's the one that can protect you.
Maybe. Yeah. Collapse knows what's up. Oh, good deny. Eposhka and Sayush having a bit of a battle over the ward. And Primal Beast finishes off his Veil. And a bit of calm. Finally, Kiritich gets to farm as much as he wants down in this bottom lane. Still holding a tier 1 token as well, considering what option he's going to go for. Never a good sign, though, right? When they're holding this item, it's like garbage options. That's not bad. Pig pole.
Yeah, some extra damage, extra stats for him. Not too bad. Would definitely prefer to have something like Bubble. Bubble is just OP.
Yeah, it really is.
Bubble is like Fairy's Trinket when it was first introduced.
Just straight up broken. Notice still sticking around in those ancient camps, farming away. And that spread of net worth getting much tighter now. Yeah, Morphling was up at the top, but Pango, Squadix, what is he, 4, 1 and 1? Plenty of recovery out of him, out of that mid lane.
11 minutes. Diffusal Blade, Mana Boots, Blightstone. It's time to go. Whoever they catch is gonna die, without a doubt.
Yeah, I need the smoke to pay off. Nobody here. Nobody in the Ancients. Kunkka has evacuated the mid lane as well. Backed himself up into that further north jungle.
Yatro's wondering, where are they? They have not been mid for a really long time. Lasso
Laurel
is available. They don't want to commit yet.
Coco's Rum, keeping Laurel healthy for now. What's getting burnt alive? Squadix at the X mark. Ooh, hello, back in we go. Swashbuckle away. FNG with a freezing field from the sidelines
Big
in the trees, but
from Maiden.
Squadix blasted by the finger of death. Stunned now onto FNG. The heal will buy a bit of time, but Collapse is there to burst her down. Flame break and a jump back in. The onslaught and trample. Notice trying to get in towards Collapse and finds the pickoff. Tanky Primal Beast gonna lose all of his mana and dragged back in with another X-Mark. Static Storm's now down from Eposhka. Every spell being chucked in at them, and Yatro's the one who's standing strong. Battling in and kills off the beast. Morphling has arrived on the scene of the crime, and this Omni Knight, he's going to pay the price. Found out by Yatro. Omni Knight, the Omniscience, turned against him. Not going to work out for VP in that scenario.
I think they needed to commit with Lasso there. Straight away, drag him away from the team, and just try to burst him down. He got the boat off, so maybe he was thinking, we don't have enough. We need to play the longer fight, get a couple of those swashbuckles. But, yeah, the Poshka, very patient. Holding on to that glimpse for a long time, finds Omni Knight, 2-man Static Storm, and Yatoro joins. You can see that if Pango's not getting multiple swashbuckle shield crashes off in a fight, they are going to struggle dealing the damage. They're going to be kited. One of the problems with this Omni Knight is locking onto a target, like getting close. He needs someone to set it up.
Do they have enough for this kill on Yetter? No, they don't. Absolutely not. Morphling is far too tanky. And we're still waiting for this Omni Knight to really hit his stride. Again, item dependent, needs a bit more time. And overall, that's about a 1,500 net worth swing back towards Team Spirit. So now gathering up a 2,000 net worth lead. And primarily up on this Morphling now. 7,000 net worth for him. And you said it in the draft, pretty damn good Morphling game. We saw in that fight, he just stood there. No one could do anything to him. Noticed an FNG from this high ground though. Hello, Miposhka. Stun from Mira, gonna stop them in their tracks for a second or two. Miposhka skirting out of danger now as well. Notice, gonna give chase, the glimpse away. Squadix is in with the Rolling Thunder. To save the day a little bit there. They've gone deep and they want Mira real bad. A secondary kill will be had by Squadix.
Sayush found a really good angle. He's saving up gold, does have Blink Dagger now available, so next couple of fights they could rush in with the Blink Dagger, lock onto a target, and kill it. Omni Knight still trying to farm up. Lowest net worth core, wants to buy that shard, 15 minutes in. Perfect timing for him. Just got enough gold for it.
Yeah, he's behind and he's sad, but the timing works out. Once he has the item, I would not be surprised to see a big smoke attempt from VP here. Get Kiritich involved in some of these kills, start chasing people down. Get a bit of money towards the harpoon, which again is a vitally important piece of kit in the tool set of Omni Knight. Noticed playing forward in that northern jungle, seeing who he can find. Dire Scan was also expecting someone to be up there at the same time. And Kiritich is the one showing out on the map, everyone else kind of tucked away in the fog. Team Spirit bringing 4 into mid.
Observer just scouted Yatoro. Maybe they can get the jump. Sayush, a bit far away. Rest of the team is ready to defend the tower. 5-man strong. Ooh, that actually catches him. Big one.
Stun on Omni Knight. Huge with the Finger of Death and the Chakram over onto him. He's gone. Notice tries to dive into the bag. Miposhka and Mira say absolutely not. Yatoro now can open up, do a lot of damage into the Yeti, shred through him with Collapse as well. That Earth Spike, my goodness, we saw one earlier from Zayats today. And now Mira showing how good this Lion can be. Yeah, forget the mana drain, it's all about this Earth Spike range.
That's Ether Lens right there. If he doesn't have it, it doesn't connect. He got surprised by it, and that's why we said that they don't have a lot of physical damage. They can't really take towers on side of Virtus.pro, so this game, like, even if they're winning, will last for a really long time. Sieging tier 3 towers is gonna be very difficult for them.
Squadix being a nuisance again. Is he gonna? He's thinking about it. Fake pumping the Rolling Thunder.
Lion
now
hexed
walking
himself. That's a new one.
Up to high ground. Yeah, little piggy.
Oh, what a torrent!
The 3-man. Oh my god. Okay. Say goodbye. Destroyed. Annihilated. That's just. Oh my god. Are they gonna get FNG as well, hey? Collapse is chasing. Miposhka. Can we get a glimpse? We can indeed. Drag him back into the waiting arms of Lars Kunkka.
What a beautiful torrent. I mean, the way when Team Spirit won their first TI, they had Torrento Tokyo playing Kunkka, and you needed to find one guy who's also going to play Kunkka. What a torrent. Lands onto 3, Torrent Storm afterwards into Spike onto 3 of them. Massive.
Do they have any business going up that high ground, though? Like, Squadix feels strong enough to go and play that aggressively?
I guess he feels unkillable. It's like, okay, I use my shield crash with Mage Slayer. It's going to be a lot of damage. I can tank quite a lot, but yeah, if he doesn't get anything off, he gets caught inside a Static Storm or just one stun, they can burst him.
16-9. And this net worth lead isn't building tremendously. VP doing a good job keeping themselves in the farming game. The ever-present threat of that Morphling in the back of their heads. Oh, Sayush has been spotted up top as well. Vision from the Thunderstrike gives the opportunity for Lal to X-Mark, and collapses here with that additional damage to come over the top of the bat. He's burning through trees and flying over the little pool of water here, but another glimpse into stun. The 4-man strong from Spirit will finally get him done in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shard and Lion now available, so that's gonna be triple mana drain. We already talked that these heroes don't have much mana. Like Omni Knight, he uses 2-3 spells,
Radiant's top tower
gets
is
drained.
under
Same goes for
Dire's
Primal
tower.
Beast. Very limited hero mana pool, so
Bounty.
Well, and this is one of those risks, right? Early pick and carry. Trying to get this counter matchup against the Timbersaw. Hasn't worked out in lane, and so far, not in game either. Still bottom net worth of the cause. And the map is starting to shrink a little bit here for VP. Top lane is hard to traverse through. Notice kind of moves forward, realizes he has to farm back at Ancients. Mid lane's dangerous. Down at bottom. I'm trying to get some Radiant Vision out there. A ward in the lane allows Squadix to play forward in towards that right-hand side of the map. And Team Spirit have 4 members here ready to strike if they get a whiff of what's going on.
Admiral is on board.
Omni Knight constantly in recovery mode. 0, 6, and 2. Has Harpoon, has his Shard, so he can lock onto a target, but there's so many stuns, glimpses, hexes, whatever. Needs a BKB. Uh-oh. Collapse? Maybe he's pretending that he wants to hit that tree.
Yeah, it's like, is it uh-oh or is it oh yeah? He's going to miss another one there. Primal Beast causing issues for the Timbersaw. Squadix right on top of Yatoro. A little awkward here from VP, especially when Squadix bonks against the side of the staircase. Dead to the Morphling. And now the chase is on. Okay, Omni Knight with a repel. That's debuff immunity, so no glimpse to drag him back in. The TP successful, but FNG might not be so lucky here. Oh, the X mark just in time from Laurel.
I love that Laurel's using X Mark on Pango when he's about to finish off his roll, so no swashbuckle, gets dragged into his torrent immediately and dies. They do have some insane amount of damage. Morphling is online. That's a full Kanda. Needs to use the courier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Poshka going for Ether Lens as well. Let's keep adding up with that additional range. Get more catch. Get more chase.
We didn't get the chance to see Kunkka with Bloodstone in our game earlier today. He was switching between getting a BKB. I think considering how things are going, Laurel might commit. And then you will have these gigantic torrents, torrent storms, bigger ghost ship and everything.
God, I hope he does.
Scanning.
Just do it.
I think he's
so
doing
many
it.
problems for VP.
Radiant are scanning.
Sayosh doing what Position 4 Batriders do best, trying to cut and split push and steal runes. Poshka one step ahead though. 21 minutes in, gathers up the wisdom. A shard for FNG there, as it looks like Omni Knight did manage to straight up solo the Tormentor.
Okay, that's a pretty good one for Crystal Maiden. Having Crystal Clone, it now dies to your own ability, so you pop it, use Crystal Nova, everybody gets frostbitten.
Squadix a few hundred away from Aghanim Scepter. Pretty big item for this Pango. He is the forefront of VP's aggression. The only one who's really had a good game so far. Picks up the illusion rune and backs up. What was it now? 1,000 gold away. A little more time, a little more space. Will be roped into smoking here with the Maiden and the Primal Beast. I guess 22 odd minutes in, we're starting to think about this Roshan play. Smoke from Spirit as well, prepping in this bottom right corner of the map. 2 dire wards probably saw them coming. That's why VP have retreated to higher ground. Get that terrain advantage. Get that vision advantage. Oh no, they've gone down the stairs. They've gone too far to the right. The wraparound from Team Spirit. The left is coming. Poshka. There we go. Harpooned. And oh, Kiritich blows him up. That's the power of the Omni Knight. Static Storm, Finger of Death in the back. We've got a Pulverize on the Lion and VP.
Okay.
They managed to turn around in time to guard their high ground. Yatra and Lol just sprinting out of there.
Can Squadix catch somebody else? Doesn't have his Blade Dagger, but a lot of mana has
the
been
torrent
burnt
again.
on Omni.
Chakram and Boat crashing in onto Kiritich. Notice BKB's up, it looks like. Everyone's shiny
Torrent
and
Storm.
golden.
Oh.
Omni Knight's dead though to the Adaptive Strike. Morphling's too powerful, couldn't get caught. Collapse with a massive amount of burst damage, gonna find the catch on to another one as well. Triple kill out of the Timbersaw. But Lol, well deserving of all these tips. The torrents he's been landing have really been spectacular.
And he's also been blessed by Gaben with the Torrent Storm, and it's landing on the heroes. They got too greedy. They got 2 of those heroes, 2 supports instantly, and now Bloodstone. This was pre-Bloodstone. Things are gonna become even more difficult now. Oof. Alright, all eyes on that Torrent AoE.
Come on, Lol, just use it. He's fake pumping it. He knows we want it. He's teasing us. Lion, Mira knows it as well. Who's down at bottom? Sayush tagged up by the Thunderstrike. Collapse arriving. That'll be the end of the days for the Batrider. Timbersaw left in the drafting pool. Not banned. Early pick from Team Spirit. This Omni Knight response hasn't paid off yet.
It's not. They probably have some info from their scrims how well Omni Knight does. It's just that they messed it up a little bit in the laning stage. Team Spirit got level 2 much faster, and then Chain Feed started because they have extra level advantage. They were supposed to be the one being aggressive, playing onto this Timbersaw, trying to get him killed. Kiritich getting closer to his BKB. That's gonna be an item that gets him ability to use his repel. He doesn't care too much about Static Storm then. They could still burst him if Lion gets the jump. Mira has Blink Hex available.
Yeah.
But you could see that those supports die almost instantly. One hammer, 2 attacks, and the supports die.
Yeah, just Disruptor disappeared when we saw that initiation from Omni Knight. Team Spirit into the Roche Pit now, though. And we've seen VP gather themselves up and go for smoke wraparounds and start to punch back. But this seems like a situation where they're just going to give the Aegis over to Spirit. Find a bit of space elsewhere on the map. Push out mid, clear out bottom lane, get a bit of farm, get to these next rounds of items. Batrider. Pretty big nuisance out on the map. So good at cutting waves and split pushing, forcing the reaction from Spirit. And we're looking at Squadix here, wanting Blink and Basher.
He's still super farmed. Mage Slayer, Aghanim Scepter, Diffusal Blade. I don't know if he wants to pick up Shard of his own against these glimpses, these like X marks, potentially spells from Lion.
And
Come on, Laurel, do something. Show us the torrent.
Using Tidal Wave and Tidebringer, but not the torrents. Very upsetting. We'll see it in the next fight for sure, though. Torrent Storm, real torrent. Lots of AoE spill control and damage. Laurel going to sprint across. Try and join up with his team, but he is playing into Radiant Vision right now. Virtus.pro, they see 4 members of Spirit coming across from the east. In jumps Sayush, catching out Kunkka. Freezing Field cancelled immediately by the Static Storm.
Got the Bloodstone off.
Squadix rolling in, trying to catch out this Laurel Kunkka. But yeah, the Bloodstone, the lifesteal back up to basically full HP. Killing off FNG. Now the Omni Knight stuck inside the kinetic field and getting blown up. BKB and the Repel are out. Kiritich trying to stand his ground. Lol dropping low and nearly dead. Does fall to the Kiritich Omni Knight, but he can't fight against Yatoro.
He's fighting
now
alone.
He's dead. Gone for 50 seconds. No backup from his team. And Collapse even diving past tier 3. Oh, they've got Squadix with the silence and the catch. Yatoro is the bigger, better, badder Omni Knight.
He turns into Omni Knight immediately, puts debuff immunity onto his Kunkka. Bloodstone, regeneration, those spells keep him alive long enough, but you could see the strength of Omni Knight in that fight. He dealt 3.5k damage, rest of the team not ready to back him up. Not sure where Primal Beast was. Maybe he got glimpsed away or something.
Yeah, not too sure.
Because he dealt only 200 damage in the previous fight.
Yeah, didn't get involved really at all. And now FNG, oh goodness gracious me, look at that, Yatoro with his Kanda. Just blowing up the Crystal Maiden.
Well, there goes Primal Beast. Yatoro with Orchid, he really loves this item. Going for a full Bloodthorn now. Even though there isn't many illusions, like he can create 2 illusions with Manta Style, jump the target, it's more about control. They have no dispels on Pango. Omniman has BKB of his own, supports also can't deal with it. Primal Beast 1 BKB, but after you pop that BKB, you're most likely gonna die. Another lasso onto Collapse, can they get this kill? This is pretty big, massive streak on him.
This kinetic field held the Omni Knight back, so Kiritich couldn't stick on the timber. And now the turnaround from Team Spirit. Miro's on the run, out and away, but Yatoro can just stand here and fight all day long. Nothing to stop the Morphling whatsoever. Freezing Field and Frostbite getting cancelled out by the Adaptive Strike and the Manta Style. In we go with Collapse now, getting trampled down by Noticed. But this tanky Timbersaw can stand up there and Timber Chain around, chakraming forward, timbering out, and Yatoro rejoining, does get frostbitten, standing in life-stealing back off the Primal Beast though.
And they don't want Yatoro.
Oh my god, no one's dying. Yatoro finally falls, first life gone. Aegis will bring him back to life. Miposhka is nearby, Yatoro waveforms away. X-Mark gonna bring someone back in here as Collapse with his Timbersaw to jump in and blow him up. FNG disappears beyond godlike Collapse, just wants to chase more. Glimpse is there. The catch and reach here from Spirit is ridiculous. Relentless.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough right now to take the fight. Omni Knight is still not like fight ready. I see that he's building up into Bloodthorn, wants to silence those heroes, kill them immediately, but yeah, still very far away from it. Morphling is becoming, like, he's been the huge problem throughout the whole game. Left untouched in the laning stage, 7-0 and 10 on Yatoro.
What's Collapse up to now? Seuss has made a move in here to try and help Kiritich,
the Lotus Orb.
Oh, here he goes.
Timber Chain away.
And now
He's
the run back in. Nothing's going to stop him. Was that a repel, I guess, on the Maiden to stop the glimpse back? Omni Knight protecting his buddy. But Virtus.pro into hibernation. The bear back in the cave. Very afraid of Team Spirit here in game 2. 16k lead. And Yatoro's Morphling, like, has he died at all? What's
No, 0 dead so far.
Yeah.
They didn't put any pressure early on, managing to get this early Manta Style, Falcon Blade, now building into BKB next. Wants to have another way of dispelling himself, more protection in a team fight. Roshan could be up in 2.5 minutes, but they're gonna smoke. Good vision. They see bottom lane, this observer ward providing them with a lot of vision near the tower if they decide to smoke. And also, they just had an extra ward placed down in the enemy triangle. So they're hunting Squadix. He's being scouted.
Oh my god, straight into the base. Oh, blown up. No buyback. Dead for 60. Glyph used up there to protect their bottom tier 3. And Poshka with Laurel moving back in towards mid. Primal Beast is up near the triangle. Might show himself on the wave where Miposhka is getting ready to strike. A Thunder placed on him. Wanting to at least force a BKB or something here. But it looks like Notice being very patient and deliberate. Might be able to blink away in a couple of seconds. And Team Spirit, yeah, won't be able to catch up to him in time. Kiritich, honestly, kind of risky coming into this triangle again, especially with Collapse and Mirror nearby. Noticed. Moving in towards the line in the back.
No vision.
No reveal. Kiritich, a lot of damage there thrown onto Collapse, but Timber Chain allows him to disengage.
0 mana. He only has 700 mana pool. DD morph now. Or
wow.
amplify damage morph.
It's a DD, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's gonna take us a couple of years to get used to that. I'm still confused by BKB, magic, debuff immunity.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not budging. I'm not budging on the DD. That's been in the game forever. Amplify damage. Nah. A lot of vision here from Spirit. Again, like you said, down at bottom. Now up in this top triangle. VP at least get a Tormentor, but they are being surrounded. The siege has begun. Team Spirit have got all the tools and machinery they need to press on forward. X mark on the Morphling allows him to clear wave and dive tier 3 if he wants to. What's he up to? In and out? A little poke and prod. Says, just a little game of hello, goodbye.
Yeah, it seems like they don't want to rush anything. Next Roche spawning relatively soon, guarding this area with Observer Sentry if someone decides to come in. They have all 3 lanes pretty much with vision. They placed down Sentry Ward, but that didn't get dewarded. And also, that Observer Ward that got Pangolier killed is out of Sentry range. It's not in the box.
Bounty.
Unluck. Such a good ward place.
And it just expired.
And Roshan has respawned. I think Collapse has scouted it, probably telling his team, it's about time, mates. Is he going to switch sides? No, Yatro's coming through the twin gate. And TP's up. Portal's down. Roshan awaits. Yatro just going to solo it. Who needs teammates? God, we even have a Disruptor Aghanim Scepter now as well. And
This is
so good against
basically
these
Solo Roche with Bloodthorn. All you need is Manta style. Laurel helping out, but yeah, basically a solo Roche. Aegis, Roshan's banner.
Squadix doing what he can to find farm elsewhere on the map. BKB for Kunkka. A late one. Full duration now, though. Going to feel very nice for Laurel.
Yeah, problem is he has 0 charges on Bloodstone. I miss Bloodstone charges so long ago. It looks weird. Like, you see that there's even this tiny square in the bottom for a number.
Number go up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
A happy brain chemicals come. The dopamine. Well, at least we've got Deso with, the numbers going up and there's other stacks of things. Like Eternal Shroud has stacks now, technically. I can't remember what the hell it's... Endurance, I think, is Eternal Shroud.
Finger has stacks.
Yeah.
Everything has stacks nowadays.
We've got numbers on the Aegis with a countdown timer. Lots of quality of life stuff, but bring back Bloodstone stacks. Oh, look, Radiant have stolen the ward spot, placing it on that little high ground. And immediately taken down by Yatoro there.
They're not too happy about it. Notice it's like, okay, guys, what happened there?
Our one piece of vision. But here we go. 4 men smoked behind Yatoro's Morphling. Virtus.pro going to smoke and try and come in behind them. FNG and Kiritich start the full frontal assault. Yatoro turns into Omni Knight and sends Kiritich back while Mira goes for the chain disable. Blows him up. Omni Knight's gone. Squadix trapped and stuck against the side of the wall. Miposhka gonna fall, but Yatoro and Collapse can just keep on going. Squadix bouncing back and forth, but Mira is spell immune and can't be touched. Double kill for Yatoro now, and the buybacks from VP gonna start flowing through. But this looks like it might just be over in game number 2. Their tidal wave gonna push them around, and Yatoro with a triple kill gonna slay them and slice them down. Batrider's gone into the grave. 50 seconds with buyback available, but look at this fella into the fountain. Ultra kill, where's the rampage? Not gonna have it. Aegis will bring him back to life in a second now as they do get a good stun into the fountain once more, and Yatoro waveforms back to safety. 2 alive on the Radiant side, and your buildings, your base is crumbling before your very eyes.
Gary, when it's time to call it, it is time to call it, because this one looks pretty over. No buybacks. Omni Knight is out in 20 seconds. He got blasted immediately. Mira, very quick with the fingers, blinks in. Hex, stun, finger, dead.
God. Close to 9,000 damage from Yatoro.
Radiant structures are fortified.
VP the Glyph. Not going to bite the bullet here and call it. Holding on for dear hope. It looks like Team Spirit has this one in the proverbial bag. Throne exposed. 3v5. Yatoro standing his ground. And they do get it onto Laurel. Kunkka, BKBs, turns some torrents, trying to spell lifesteal back with a lot of
trouble.
And controlling them all up. Sayush gone. And this poor Primal Beast going to get fingered down by Mira's Lion. Kiritich is able to get back in on towards Collapse, but the stuns just keep flowing out of Mira. Non-stop disable. A good pulverize there, but Yatoro able to open up, finally shifting into 5th gear. A double kill once more for him. Squadix have noticed, spiraling and spinning, trampling and running, bailing away from their base. They don't want anything to do with it anymore because Team Spirit have claimed it as their own. The flag has been planted. They are in this Radiant base and killing every member of VP on the way through.
And they're gonna call it. I mean, this has looked over for a while, but Yeah, they just don't have enough. They just don't have enough. This bottom lane got completely dismantled. They couldn't do much. They got level 2 faster on side of Spirit, killed them over and over again. They tried, Squadix tried really hard to get them back into the game, had a really good game on Pango.